Dear students, in this session we will discuss about three-phase bridge inverter. So the last session we discussed about what is a single-phase bridge inverter. In the single-phase bridge inverter, we have the two types. One is single-phase bridge inverter for the half wave and single-phase bridge inverter for the full wave. Single-phase inverter means which produces single-phase AC. And difference between single phase half wave and full wave is that the single phase half wave we use the two switches, but in case single phase full wave we are using the four switches. That is the difference in the construction part. And moving on to three phase inverter. So here three single phases are used to construct the three phase bridge inverter, but the number of switches used in the single phase inverter is 4, but here you are observing two switches. So 50% of the switches reduced in the three phase inverter circuit, and this is connected to the DC source as shown in the figure. That is what you are observing here. Look here. The main function of the inverter is to produce a three phase AC, and three single phase inverter switches are used, and each switch to be connected to one of the three load terminals. And there are three arms. For the three phase inverter, we have three arms, and these three arms will be delayed with 120 degrees angle to generate three phase AC supply. And the switches used in the inverter 50% of the ratio, and switching can be occurred after a very 60-degree angle, as it is containing three arms. So that we have six switches like S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, and S6. All the switches are complement with each other, and three-phase inverters with the single phases are placed across the DC source, which may be the battery or the solar. The pole voltages within three-phase inverter are equivalent to the pole voltages within the half-bridge inverter with a single phase. Okay, the pole voltage within the three-phase inverter are equivalent to pole voltage within the half-bridge inverter with a single phase. And as you know, two inverters, single phase and three phase, both which includes two conduction modes like 180 degrees conduction mode, 120 degrees conduction mode. And let us see the 180 degrees conduction mode. What is that 180 degrees conduction mode? So here you are observing the three arms. This is the balanced load. So this is three-phase balanced load where A, B, C are the three outputs, and N is the neutral. That is the neutral, and each device will be in conduction with 180 degrees where their activity intervals with 60 degrees, and three output terminals like A, B, C connected to star are the delta connection system. And for the period 0 to 60 degrees, for the firing angle 0 to 60 degrees, the switches like S1, S5, S6 are in the conduction mode. And the low terminals like A and C are linked to the source on its positive point, where B is associated with the source on its negative point. And therefore R by 2 resistance is available among the two ends of the neutral and positive, where R is available among the neutral and negative terminal. And let us see the load and line voltages for this three-phase bridge inverter. The voltages of the load are VAN, VBN, and VCN. So here VAN is the line voltage with respect to the neutral. VBN is the line voltage VB with respect to neutral, and VCN is the line voltage with respect to neutral. And VAN is equal to V by 3, VBN is minus 2 V by 3, and VCN is V by 3. Line voltage, line to line voltages, VAB is the line to line voltages, which is the difference of the line voltages VA with respect to neutral and line voltage VB with respect to neutral. That is equal to V. What is that? And VBC is equal to VBN minus VCN is equal to minus V, and VCA is the VCN minus VAN. And let us see the applications of the three-phase inverters. I hope in the previous session you understood about the line and the load voltages, and here what are the applications of three-phase inverter? Three-phase inverters are utilized in the variable frequency drive applications. It can be used in high power applications like HVDC power transmission. And the output of the three-phase inverter is always non-sinusoidal. It is maybe square wave or quasi-square wave. Therefore, this can be used in the UPS circuit and low-cost solid-state frequency charge circuit. Also, we are using this inverter, three-phase inverters. Our next topic is voltage source inverter. So in this inverter, you are observing two switches, S1 and S2, and DC supply is given to the primary winding of the transformer, and two semi switches S1 and S2, which are switching, where switching is done by unstable multivibrator transformer. Selected frequency. Stable multivibrator is also called as a free running multivibrator, which converts sinusoidal to non-sinusoidal waveforms. When if the switch S1 is on, current flows to transformer upper primary winding, resulting flux generated in the core and EMF induced in it. Similarly, switch S2 is kept on, the current flows through the transformer lower primary winding. Okay, lower primary winding, resulting flux generating in the core and EMF induced in the reverse direction. So, this will result in the EMF in the reverse direction. Switching of the switch S1 and S2 are done alternately. Okay, switching S1 and S2 can be switching alternately. And there is a transistor like the SCR, where is transistor SCR MOSFET IGBT or G2O used as semiconductor device, and the saturation voltage drop of these devices is low. Therefore, saturation voltage is neglected here, as the input is DC, output is a square wave. Finally, we see the voltage and current waveform for the resistive load in case of voltage source inverter. So here you are observing this is the DC voltage where the S2 is switched on when the time period varying from 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi S1, so 2 pi to pi, 2 pi to 3 pi is S2, and 3 pi to 4 pi is S1, 4 pi to 5 pi is S2, 5 pi to 6 pi is S1. This is the DC source, and the inverter which converts your DC to the AC here. So look here, for the period 0 to pi, your S2 is switched off. By the time load voltage is, the voltage applied across load is shown here. This is plus Vm. And when the switch S1 is turned on, for the period pi to pi, output is negative peak value of the voltage. And since the load voltage is proportional to load current, so load current, say for the time duration 0 to pi, the current flowing in the same direction. This is your what is that? Vm by RL. Vm by RL is the current flowing to the load. Okay, so this is the waveform for the voltage source inverter with respect to the resistive load. Okay, voltage source with respect to resistive load. So thank you for